Testing, testing. Okay. Alright, so today is the day. I don't have a watch, but it's 11 p.m. and I've achieved it. I've got enough points to beat the game. I've been playing this game for over 2 years now, and I can finish it. I can end it. So I'm gonna do that right now. Like I thought about, maybe I should wait until tomorrow. No, I'm not waiting. I'm doing it now. So let's look at the end pieces. Oops. I'm missing these two. So I'm gonna buy them right now. I'm gonna procure end piece right here. Your PC ran into a problem. Oopsies. Alright. That's gone. That's totally fucking gone. What? Huh? What happened? Hold on. Wait. Wait a second. Oh. It's right here. I got a mini heart attack. Holy crap. That scared me good. All right. Shit. I thought I had to accumulate points or something all over again and get like 10 million quest point. That would have taken an extra 5 days, but all right. Mini heart attack achieved. Actual heart attack avoided. All right. And now buy this piece. This costs 2.5 billion per points. 2.5 billion. Okay. Okay, it's all here. It's all here. I'm quite hesitant, I said it. Because I've been with this game for a good 2 years of my life. I said to myself, my life will drastically change by the time I beat this game. And now, looking at my life now, it changed. It has drastically changed. I moved. I've done a lot of things. I've lived by myself. I felt depressed by myself. I've been happy by myself. Made new friends. A lot of traveled multiple times. Done some weird shit. Shit that I can't say, but I've done a lot. And all right. Here goes. Gotta unlock these. Alright, here goes. I screwed up the placement? Oh, okay. Alright. Stop it. Safe zone. Alright. Okay. 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 I think I had to put, yeah. What a cock tease. Alright. There goes. Oh. This is the beginning. With a final blow of mystic deep lore energy, you cast down the traitor. Quickly, you signal your gang of pirate selves to dogpile them. Within a natural war, the traitor tries to charge up their power levels even further to shake off the pirates. But at last, in a cruel twist of fate, as the traitor pumps up their stats, their HP breach 3.4028 to how quindecicillion and overflows the float limit. Almost immediately, the reality of this world crumbles. A trillion rare candies form a singularity as minus worlds wink in and out of existence. The McGaffins falls to the side, still aglow as the traitor shrieks in agony, undone by their own greed and lust for power. Either that or they're being melodramatic. You probably would be too in their place. You quickly gather up all the McGaffins into panic, not even realizing that you're touching them unharmed. Unlike what everyone told you about them, they glow bright and shift their form, merging into a large medallion of some sort. The letters NGU are emblazoned on the front, and a piece seemed to be chipped off the corner. How odd. Oh shit. These are all the pieces. Continue. Okay. I got a band-aid. Oh shit, everything is glitching out. As you look down on the traitor, you see their form crumbling to ash and floating away, leaving behind a small trinket. As you pick it up, you recognize it as the missing piece to the medallion that just formed. You slot the missing chunk in place, and the medallion rumbles in your hands. A small red button forming in the corner as the universe boils and bubbles away into pure glitchiness. You see nothing better to do than to push the button, and silence, and then a blinding flash of light. Huh. It takes a moment for your eyes to adjust. Everywhere you look is just white. The pirate's gone, the traitor gone, the universe itself gone. You're simply floating in the void. It's going to take a little longer for your psyche to adjust. A voice, however, interrupts your processing of recent events. My boy, you actually managed to do it. The rats were a worrying anomaly, almost at the very end of things, but you did it. You look up to see the old man at the end of the universe, looking considerably less senile than you recall. You try to voice a question, but make a weird gulping noise. It might be better to explain how this began than how it ended, but let's see. You were a mistake, a glitch, an oversight in the programming, or rather, you and the artifact you were sent to retrieve were a flip of a bit in the McGuffin, a small error in the code of your very existence, combined in a way that my superiors and I did not expect. You split into two copies, one mostly intact, the other malformed, and whose will was bent on the destruction of everything. You were trained for these sorts of threats to existence, but that threat, coming from yourself, I don't blame you for failing. The traitor has immense power beyond our direct intervention. As the traitor casts you down their own mirror dimension, we tried again and again to stop them. But always he overpowered you too soon, and all we could do is revert the timeline, spin off a new copy of you, adjust parameters, and try again. The old man barely suppresses a grin of pride. It was I who had the thought to completely wipe your memories, to see if your lack of knowledge could somehow help you succeed where the rest failed. Seemed to pay off, didn't it? Ultimately, we know you would never actually defeat the traitor. We simply had to push you to your greatest strength in order to force them to increase their newfound powers to the limit and break them. The numbers can only go so high. You see, it's regrettable that the universe had to be destroyed with it, but we have backups, and we know to prevent the bug that led to this. You may want to cover your ears. Another flash of light, and you're back to broken, glitchy universe. It's not looking good. Too good. It's not looking too good. A crisscrossing matrix of unnatural-looking scenery covers as far as your eyes can see. The old man puts up his hands, slowly pushing them closer together. As he does so, you see the glitchy space all around you push inwards. Smaller and smaller, the universe shrinks. Centered in between the old man's hands, like he's squishing it into a tiny ball. Smaller and smaller still. Okay. Pow! The tiny ball of everything explodes outwards once again. A giant swirling miasma of superheated particle soup. Quickly forming little gaseous balls and chunk of hurling rocks. The whole universe, just like that, collapsed and reborn. My superiors have agreed that they've learned enough from this iteration of the universe, and given recent events, would like to begin anew. However, given your services rendered, they have a proposition I think you'll agree quite enticing. And really, do you have much of a choice? Do you look warily at the old man? I assure you this is not a threat. Just explaining the reality of the situation. The universe down there, it's much the same as the one you know and love. But, as we said, we know how to prevent such a bug from happening again. This means, while superiors agree to let you continue your existence, they must remove any memories you have of what transpired. Rest assured, you'll find yourself in circumstances you find yourself much more to your liking. The old man's hand is outstretched to you now. Aww. You look around at this newborn universe and reflect on your time spent here. All the weird cast of characters you already met. And who knows what other beings you've yet to encounter out there. You shrug and accept his outstretched hands. His plan can't be any worse than what you already been through. What the hell. The old man flips you over with surprising strength, delivers a 1-2 punch to your nipples, and cobbles into a suplex that sends you to a special freaky plot coma. As you black out, you hear pleasant dreams. His work almost complete, the old man gently sends your peacefully dozing body into the cosmos to the farthest flung reaches of the universe. He settles you softly on an unamusing planet in the middle of galactic nowhere. That ought to kick off some excitement. Once again, there is silence. For a brief moment, the old man lets out a sigh of relief with a final zoom. The end. That's a long ride. To whoever made it this far, thank you sincerely for having passion and determination to grind out this shitpost of an idle game. I never set out to make this game as big as it became. And as you could probably tell, even the core mechanics were strained to their mathematical limits by the end. This all began as a simple project in the grungiest 5-bedroom apartment of a student ghetto, a desperate attempt by a chronically unemployed student to do something with the degree I have recently gotten, to be able to work on games like this for the last 4 years that have been nothing short of a transformative event in my life. Whether you check out my other works, start a new file, or move on to another great idle game out there, thank you for playing mine. With love. 4G. The end. I'm done. I'm done. I started this game in March. Let me see. March 2023. And it's taken me quite a long time. Huh. Wow. Fascinating. I'm like happy and sad at the same time. Because now that I beat this game, right? I always look forward to beating this game, but honestly, I am kind of emotionally attached to it. Am I gonna stop the game completely? Yeah, I will. I plan on cleaning up all these these 3 challenges, cleaning up the perk points, cleaning up the quest point stuff, and then wrapping it up. But damn. It's over. That's why. I actually beat it. 2 years. Huh. I said to myself that I will beat this game eventually. I didn't went straight to like beating this, saying that I'll beat this game, but I looked it up to see if this game was beatable, and then when I found out, right, for Google search, it's beatable, I did it. I was like, okay, I'm gonna stick to this. And it's thanks to this game, it taught me delayed gratification. And how it affects you personally and how happy you can be. And I could see it. I totally see it. That's amazing. I actually stuck through with this game. Every time I turn on my computer, I turn off this piece of shit game software. I make sure I keep everything up to date, all the settings up so I can optimize it. And I did it. 2 years. Nuts. Fucking nuts. Well, I know this doesn't matter to anybody, but this matters a lot to me. And you know, if you watch, you got almost been brought to a tear by a video game. You just saw that happen to a man. I didn't cry, but I'm probably gonna cry once I go to bed. Because, damn, this game has sentimental value to me now, and I'm gonna uninstall it once I tie up all the loose ends and get rid of this game for good. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. If you care, thanks. If you don't care, well, thanks for watching anyways.